Let's be honest about how you woke up this morning. You didn't wake up refreshed. You didn't jump out of bed ready to conquer the world. The moment your eyes opened, you felt it. The weight, a physical heaviness that seems to press down on your chest, pushing you back into the mattress. It isn't just that your muscles are tired. It feels like gravity itself has doubled overnight. It feels like someone came into your room while you were sleeping and unplugged your battery. Your friends will tell you that you're working too hard. Your doctor will check your iron levels, your thyroid, and your vitamin D. They will look at the data and tell you that you are fine. They will say it is just stress. They will tell you to take a vacation. But you know, deep down in the quietest part of your gut, that a vacation won't fix this. You know this because you have tried sleeping for 10 hours and you still wake up drained. You have tried the coffee, the supplements, the positive affirmations. And yet, by 2 p.m., the fog rolls in. That static noise in your head, that sudden, overwhelming urge to just lay down on the floor and close your eyes, not to sleep, but just to make the world stop spinning. You are not tired because you do too much. You are tired because you feel too much. This is not a medical condition. This is an energetic reality. You are exhausted because you are carrying weight that does not belong to you. You are exhausted because you are an empath living in a world of energy vampires, and your front door is wide open. To understand why this is happening, we have to look beyond biology. We have to look at what you actually are. Society calls you sensitive. Science calls you a highly sensitive person. But the ancient Taoists, the mystics, they had a different name for it. They understood that the human body is not just flesh and bone. It is a vessel for qi, for life force energy. Surrounding this vessel, every human being has a shield. The ancients called it wei qi. It is the guardian qi. It circulates on the surface of your skin, an invisible armor that decides what comes in and what stays out. For most people, this wei qi is thick. It is like a brick wall. They can walk through a crowd. They can sit next to someone who is angry or grieving, and they feel nothing. They are separate. They are safe behind their walls. But you do not have walls. You have windows. And for most of your life, those windows have been stuck open. When you walk into a room, you don't just see people. You scan them. Your nervous system is like a high-powered antenna, constantly picking up frequencies that are invisible to everyone else. You feel the unsaid anger of your boss before he speaks. You feel the hidden grief of the stranger sitting across from you on the train. You feel the anxiety of your partner from the moment they walk through the door. You are processing the emotional data of every single person you encounter. You are a supercomputer running 1,000 programs at once, all in the background, all the time. And you wonder why your system is overheating. You wonder why you are crashing. Think about the last time you listened to a friend complain. They dumped their problems on you. They vented their frustration, their fear, their toxic narratives. You listened, you nodded, you offered your heart. And when they left, they felt great. They felt lighter. They felt healed. But you left feeling heavy. You felt a headache coming on. You felt a sudden drop in your mood. That was not a conversation. That was a transaction. An energy transfer occurred. They released their dense, heavy energy into your field. And because your windows were open, you took it. You didn't just hear it. You absorbed it. You became the filtration system for their pain. You transmuted their garbage into your own body. This is the hidden cost of being a healer who does not know how to close the door. In the ancient traditions, they warned about the depletion of Jing. Jing is your vital essence. It is the deep reserve of energy you were born with. It is like the wax of a candle. When you spend your day absorbing other people's chaos, when you spend your night doom scrolling through the tragedies of the world, you are burning your candle at both ends. This is why you startle easily. This is why loud noises feel like a physical attack. This is why you crave solitude. Not because you're antisocial, but because being alone is the only time your system stops downloading data. This is why you wake up between 3 o'clock a.m. and 5 o'clock a.m. in Chinese medicine. This is the time of the liver. The liver is responsible for the smooth flow of qi, and it is the organ that processes anger and stress. When you wake up at this hour, it is your body trying to purge the emotional toxins you absorbed during the day. It is your spirit trying to clean the filter. But here's the truth that changes everything. Being an empath is not a curse. It feels like a curse right now because you do not know how to operate the machine. You are walking through a battlefield without armor. But you were never meant to be a sponge. You were meant to be a lighthouse. There is a profound difference. A sponge absorbs everything until it is heavy, wet, and useless. A lighthouse stands tall on the rock. It shines a light into the dark, but it does not run into the ocean to save the boats. It does not drown itself to be helpful. It stays grounded. It stays separate. You must learn to build the gate. You must learn that compassion does not mean absorption. You can care for people without carrying them. So, how do we stop the leak? How do we thicken the shield? It starts with a shift in your intention. You need to stop sleeping and start restoring. Sleep is passive. Restoration is an active command. Tonight, before you close your eyes, do not just drift off while thinking about your to-do list. Do not let your mind wander into the problems of tomorrow. That is a leak. Instead, I want you to visualize a golden sun in the center of your belly. This is your danshan, your energy center. Visualize this light growing brighter, stronger, denser. And then, say these words. Do not just think them, feel them resonate in your bones. Say to the universe, I call my energy back. I call my power back from every person I met today. I call my power back from every place I visited. I call my power back from every worry about the future and every regret about the past. I call it all back to me, right now. Visualize golden particles of light flying back to you from all corners of the city, returning to your body, filling you up, making you bright and whole again. And then, say the second part, I return any energy that is not mine. If I am carrying fear that belongs to the collective, I send it back. If I am carrying anger that belongs to another, I release it. I return it to its source, with love. But it cannot stay here. Feel the weight lifting off your chest. Feel the chords DETACHING. And finally, zip it up. Visualize a golden sheath, like a sleeping bag made of light, zipping up round your entire body, from below your feet, all the way up over your head. You are sealed. You are contained. You are safe. You are no longer a public park for everyone to walk through. You are a private temple. When you wake up tomorrow, do not reach for your phone first. Do not open the window to the world before you have secured your own house. Take 3 minutes, just 3 minutes, to breathe into your belly, to feel your feet on the ground, to establish your boundary. The world needs you, but it needs you whole. It needs you powerful. It does not need another exhausted martyr. It needs a warrior of light who knows where the end and where the world begins. If this message found you, it was not an accident. You have been running on empty for too long. The universe is trying to tell you that it is time to refill. It is time to close the windows. It is time to protect your light.